Hi, Cheryl Patterson here. Today in this blog, Social Issues Getting to the Heart of What Matters, I want to talk to you about Bill Cosby. What's not to believe? There's a lot of controversy over whether Bill Cosby really drugged and raped 26 women. The 26 women that have come forth so far. I don't get it. Some people even go so far as to suggest these women were lying and made up. Given supportive information and statistics about rape victims, it's highly unlikely it's made up. Sexual assault is one of the most unreported crimes, and most victims don't report it. With 68% left unreported, indicates an anti-sexual assault organization, RAINN, R-A-I-N-N, which stands for Rape, Abuse, and Incest. It's a national network. They indicate that out of 100 rapes, only 32 get reported. 7 arrests will happen, and only 2 will be convicted, and 2 will spend time in prison. Is it any wonder why rape isn't being reported, or in Cosby's case, why it's taken so long for people to come forward? The Sex Crimes Unit of the Investigative Section of Sexual Assault Squad in Toronto, Canada, they cite the following reasons sexual assault isn't being reported. First is belief that the police, women don't report it because they believe the police can do nothing about it. And 50% of women give this reason. The second reason is the concern about the attitude of both the police and the courts toward a sexual assault. And 44 women give this reason. Fear of another assault by the offender is another reason women don't come forward. And 33% indicate this. And lastly, fear and shame. 64% of women that have been sexually assaulted don't come forward because of fear and shame. They're humiliated, they're ashamed, and they're afraid of people's reactions, like was just indicated. Reactions of the police, the public, just like indicated. So with these statistics, I wonder how many women haven't come forward about Bill Cosby. Actress Michelle Hunt from Law and Order Special Victims Unit, she's an example of somebody who struggled with coming forward. By deleting information, she posted information and then she deleted it. Information about her and an anonymous friend of hers that she doesn't want to name, who both had negative encounters with Bill Cosby. Apparently, while being a stand-in on the Cosby show, Cosby subjected Michelle to, as she puts it, weird acting exercises by moving his hands up and down my body. And she adds, "I can't believe I fell for that." This was in USA Today. She also said that he suggested she go to his place for a shower, to do her hair, to see what it looked like straightened. At this point, she listened to her gut, thankfully, and or as she puts it, she listened to her red flags and told him no. She adds, he told her not to tell anyone because other actors would become, quote, jealous. Unfortunately, there was another stand-in who was a friend of Michelle Hurd that didn't seem so lucky. That wasn't so lucky, as indicated by Hurd. but she's also an example of someone that hasn't come forward. She was also a stand-in on the show, and she awoke after, okay, so quote, Michelle indicated this, she awoke, her friend awoke being drugged, vomited, and then Cosby told her, there's a cab waiting for you outside. And this was in USA Today. This woman is probably among many nameless victims. So everybody's not out to lie about these rape allegations or get fame or whatever it is that people are suggesting. The reasons are that around 26 women have come forward. So this is just an example of women that haven't come forward. So I wonder how many more are out there. And alleged rape victims aside, there's a wealth of other information that supports these claims. In my last blog about Cosby, called Bill Cosby, What the Hell, there was a variety of information that supported the rape allegations against him. For instance, previous NBC employee Frank Scotty, now 90 years old, indicated to USA Today that he felt like a pimp, regularly bringing women to Cosby's dressing room, sending thousands of dollars to various women over the years. And he indicated that he realized that Cosby wasn't the man that he initially thought. Another point, Cosby admitted to having an affair with Sean Brown, now Byers, who's one of the women who had reported being raped by him. He admitted this during an interview with Dan Rather in 1997. And another point, Cosby laughs about drugging women's drinks with Spanish Fly in his comedy album called It's True, It's True in 1969. If this isn't a red flag for people, or a strong indicator that something is amiss here, I mean, there's just too much information like this. This one's a shocker for me. That people actually believe he did do what he's accused of doing. He also covered his hide about these allegations in 1989 with a trade-off story to the National Enquirer when information about him came to the forefront and was brought to his attention by a reporter. He trashed his daughter and exposing her battle with drugs and alcohol, according to the New York Post columnist Richard Johnson. These allegations have been going on for over a decade. Cosby survived a civil lawsuit by 13 women in 2005, according to the Daily Mail. So the problem just isn't going away. And these are just a few examples of information that supports these rape allegations, in addition to all the women that came forth. Sadly, though, yet with all of this information out there, people still don't want to believe. They don't want to shatter their illusion of a famed character from a TV show. Are we so easily fooled by the all-around good guy? That we're willing to disregard pain that was caused to other people. People need to remember that he's an actor, a character in a show, and obviously a very good one. I find it sad that in people's awestruck states, when it comes to celebrities, they're willing to deny the pain that has been caused to others. I also believe that even given the statute of limitations, what makes it not possible for these allegations to go to court because it's been so long. I still believe he should be legally held accountable. Once again, as I indicated in a previous blog, Bill Cosby, what the hell? We can sit passively, thinking things like this won't ever happen to us or our loved ones, or touch us, our lives in any way. Or we can support zero tolerance by keeping it in the public forefront. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to contact me on my website, cherylpatterson.ca. I would love to hear from you.